It might be a little dark. Oh, there it goes. It brightened up a little bit. How's it going, everybody? I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. It is the 18th, February 18th already. We're almost into March. Holy cow, is this year going fast or what? I don't know. I want to jump on here, and the title says it all. It's the race to 200. I am 8 subscribers away from 200, and that's not 2 million. That's not 200,000. That's not 2,000. 200. That's right. That's not a very big goal, but that's okay because you got to get these little goals before you reach big goals. I hope that wasn't too loud. I hope that didn't make much noise at all, but I wanted to fix that. So, why do people spend their lives working for other people? We call them employees. I have the common phrase that I use. I say that about 97% of the world works for the other 3%. The other 3% are the business builders, the entrepreneurs that create businesses that create jobs, so people can pay their families or feed their families and pay their bills rather. But those numbers are probably quite skewed. It's probably closer to 80-20, 85-15, somewhere in there. But regardless, if we look at the numbers in America, we have about 360 million people, and about 24 million of them are millionaires. So that's about 1 out of 14. 1 out of 14 Americans are millionaires. And that's not even mentioning the 760 billionaires that live here, because there's lots of them too. But if there's so many people that have reached success in this country, you got to realize, you got to recognize the fact that you have the same opportunity they do, right? Not all of them are Nepo babies. Not all of them get to have money and wealth and businesses passed down to them. Many of them have to start it on their own. Elon Musk, that guy started up on his own. Jeff Bezos started up on his own. Now the richest people in the world, if not, they're up there. Gary Vaynerchuk started on his own. Les Brown started on his own. Tony Robbins started on his own. Brian Tracy started on his own. Earl Nightingale started on his own. All these people started as nothing and built themselves up to something. These are the people that I listen to, the people that I watch videos about. I listen to their teachings. You know what I mean? Zig Ziglar, another one. There's so many leaders in the world, some of which have passed, but they left behind a lot of good knowledge and good wisdom for us to follow that's still relevant today. You know, so one of the things that has gone across the board with some of these leaders, some of these entrepreneurs, business owners, is that it's almost our responsibility to become successful. It is incumbent upon us, and three words that drive me when I turn on this microphone while I'm doing my second YouTube live stream, in a row. I did one yesterday, but the thing that's driving me to do these live streams, to do the videos, to do the posts, to do the commenting, is to end generational poverty. It's just those three words: end generational poverty. So what I'm trying to do is find enough people that are like me that want to follow the same career path. You know what I mean? I'm into SaaS, software as a service. I'm into AI, artificial intelligence. There we go. I'm on there live. But I want to see 8 more subscribers. I'm working hard on these videos. If you haven't seen, if you do get a chance, jump on into my YouTube vault. What is it right now? 96 videos. I think it'll be 96 or 97 at the end of this one, because this live one will be added to the entry. But on the 23rd, there's another live stream that's coming out. Premiere. I'm getting my words mixed up. Another premiere coming out. It is the 7A's action plan, the 7A action plan for successful entrepreneurship. We go from aim to adoption. We aim for our goal, our target. Each goal has many tasks and many tasks underneath them. So we definitely want to have a good aim at what we're trying to accomplish, all the way to adoption, when we've actually attracted customers to us, to our brand, to our business. Then we want to keep up with them as customers, not just acquisition, it's retention. You want to keep up with the people, because it's easier to keep a customer than to find a new one. Can we agree on that? We're gonna have to, because that's just the truth of it. So, what drove me to get on this live today is that very question: why people choose to stay employed? Why would people rather not take the skills that they've gained? Because it's not like you've done your job. A lot of you people have done your job for a couple weeks, a couple months. Of course, many of you have. You may have just started a job, but how many people do we know that have been at the same job for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? Holy shit, guys. I mean, like, generally, if you've worked there for a couple years, you got an idea of how the place is ran. If you wanted to go out and start your own, whatever, you should be able to. I know my mother's in home health care. She takes care of elderly people, and she's in her mid 60s. So it won't be long before somebody is caring for her. Let's hope not. But what drives people to do these fields of work, and instead of learning how to do the next step up, how to own your own business, and maybe have people work under you to where you can make more, you can be the boss, you can be the shot caller, you can make the phone caller, and just want to be a worker bee. I understand, I mean, many people go with the path of least resistance. What's the path of least resistance? You go, you fill out a job application, you show up, you do what you're told for 40 hours. At the end of the week, you get a check, and you get to exchange whatever's on that piece of paper for food to eat, and something to put over your head. I get that. But now we live in an age where entrepreneurship and starting your own, even just a side hustle, for God's sake, guys, even a side hustle, you know what I mean? I did a little short earlier. I did, whether it comes out, it went out today or tomorrow, but I did a short on Replit, which is a software that helps you create code. You know what I mean? You write code for apps, for games, for anything, for software. Um, and it showed me how very ignorant I am to artificial intelligence, despite the fact that I've been talking about it for over 2 years. And I've been deep in ChatGPT, Google Gemini, since Gemini was barred. Since 2002, I've been digging it. But there's people out here that are making apps daily, making websites, making whole companies, you know what I mean, off of no code software. So it really, I mean, knocked me off a pedestal there. I mean, I know a lot of people. If I walk down the street, how many people would be able to hold a conversation concerning AI with me? Maybe not many. But if I walk down a street of people that I seen on the post the other day, um, I it would be hard for me to keep up. So it was very humbling to see what these kind of guys were talking about and how much further ahead of me they are. So I did the logical thing. I commented back to them. I talked to a few of them. I sent a few of them friend requests. And I went on their pages. I went down their walls. I seen the kind of posts they were making, the kind of things they were talking about. I shamelessly admitted that, I mean, wow, this is above my head, man. I'm gonna have to learn a lot more before I'm ready to understand this stuff. And most of them responded back. They're not Jay-Z, they're not millionaires, they're not billionaires. They might be millionaires, but they're not billionaires. To the point to where they can't comment back and be like, oh, what kind of questions did you have? You know what I mean? Or what was you interested in? Or what do you know so far? Really great guys, you know what I'm saying? Real humble. And like, I'm serious, with the time, with the knowledge they have, they could be sitting there building a whole nother business than wasting their time telling me anything. You know what I mean? So it was, this is where we want to use social media. We want to get on here. We want to find people that are like who we want to be a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Excuse me. That's who we want to surround ourselves with. All right. I mentioned being the dumbest one in the room in one of the other shorts that I did earlier, being the dumbest one in the room. This is exactly who I was talking about. These gentlemen that know more about coding and AI and software and, AI agents, agentic systems, things of that nature. They know way more about it than what I do. So those are the kind of people I want to be at the table with. I want to be talking to those people more. I want to be asking them questions, seeing what they're conversating about. When they share an article and their mind's blown, holy crap. I mean, my mind's blown by almost everything they say. What blows their mind? I really need to, see what that's about, and take that stuff to ChatGPT and be like, break this down for me, please. Help me understand. But also iteration. You actually have to try to use this stuff. So, um, Cool Enough, Replit, as well as a couple other softwares that I've seen that help you build no code, software, no code apps, no code websites. You just, tell it in plain speak what you want, and it will build it for you. It will code it for you. That's how smart this AI is getting, to where you could build things like that. So, um, let's see here. Just got refresh screen. Still at 192. We can get that many subscribers. I know the algorithm for YouTube is going to pop off and it's going to shoot me about 50 people here in a second. Um, but it's interesting to see where you're at, by gauging yourself against people that are way further ahead of you. A lot of people want to say, well, I'm the smartest man at the table, I'm the smartest man in the room. Well, that's good for you, except for you're not learning nothing. You might look cool to all your buddies, that are there, but, you're not the end of your growth. Right, you're not able to move up any further, so you want to be surrounded by people that are a lot dumber than you, or a lot smarter than you. You know what I mean? You want to be the dumbest one there, because that gives you something to learn, to aspire to grow to. So, you know, I really hope more people start taking this shit serious. Uh, in the next 10 years, we're going to see a universal basic income. There's just not going to be jobs. You know what I mean? We could talk about the people that are programming AI and that are setting AI up, but now it's almost like the instructions to putting together some IKEA table. You know what I mean? You're gonna open your AI and boom, it's gonna give you 3 steps and blah blah blah. It's gonna run your fucking company for you. I'm serious. So being that there's going to be so few jobs for people, they're going to have a universal basic income, where you could just stay at home and you'll be able to pay your bills. So they'll give you just enough to keep your lights on. Maybe go see a movie once a month if you're lucky, but just the bare minimum, which is going to be cool for a lot of people because they don't have to worry about being on food stamps and welfare and all that crazy shit and struggling to survive while they're trying to get a side hustle kicked up, while they're trying to get a business started, while they're trying to go to college and get a degree for something that AI hasn't taken over yet. So that's what makes this an interesting topic for me. Um, Seeing how the future is going to play out. I markers. There's markers along the way. When are those markers going to come to pass? Will it be in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? We have AI right now. We're going to be going to AGI, advanced or artificial general intelligence. Um, that is going to change a whole lot of things. We have AI helping us get there, and AGI is going to help us to get to artificial superior intelligence, which will pretty much just take us into light speed. You know what I mean? Like that level of artificial intelligence can pretty much cure any disease and fix any problem you pass to it. But this is the new reality. This is the new world that we live in, guys. And I hope we're taking it serious. I'm not expecting you to drop your job and put your spatula down or stop folding them clothes or whatever you do to make a living all of a sudden. But I do encourage you that at some point in your free time that you pick up the YouTube and you ask it a question, ask it to tell you a little bit about AI. What is AI? How does AI work? How are people using AI at work? How can AI help me at home? What can AI do to, help me with my kids? There's no end. And then you have infinite videos of people talking about their experiences with AI and using it. So that's what I'm hoping people will do more of, right? Because I mean, you're going to be at a job, but the job is going to have a limit unless you work at Amazon and you expect to take Jeff Bezos' space one day. I don't see it happening. There are positions or jobs, clerical. There's, clergy. If it's clerical, your job could be done by AI. Robots are getting the bodies with the AI minds. They're able to do more and more every day. Every day they're getting better at performing human feats, better than humans, faster than humans, safer than humans. We've got dark factories, factories that are full of robots and no lights, no running water, because no humans hardly ever go in there. They might go in there to update software or something like that, but most of that can be done remotely. There's no reason to even have lights in this place because the robots do every bit of the work. So that's why I want you to subscribe to this channel, because you should be hearing about these things. The future of your world is changing right before your very eyes. If you see it, if you don't see it, then I don't know what to tell you. But one last look before we call it 192 subscribers. Still, we're still reaching out for that 200 mark. That's okay. We're going to keep going at it. I might go live later. I might go live again tomorrow. But I have other responsibilities to take care of tonight. I wanted to get all dressed up. I got my tie on here for you, man. It's because I love you. Mr. Therapy loves you. If you want to check out what I'm using, what I'm going to be using to build my website, system.io, systeme.io, or go to system.mrtherapy.com, system.mistertherapy.com, system.mrtherapy.com. You'll be able to check it out. There's a free version of it that you can use for life. If you want to set up an email, if you want to set up a website or a funnel for life, just go to system.mrtherapy.com. You get the free account. It's super duper cool. If you ever upgrade, I get a commission. So that, you know what I mean? That means that STEM is going to throw a little percentage my way to help me say thanks for introducing us to this new customer. But of course, that's if you choose to upgrade at some point in the future. But with that, guys, hey, I thank you for clicking on this, even if it's in the future. I hope you have a good the rest of your night, and you'll probably be seeing me more often, a lot more often. All right. Thanks for jumping on. Give me a thumbs up. Say hi in the comments if you catch us afterwards. And yeah, keep stacking those odds in your favor for success. See you on the next one.